people have shit like that, like a barrel to sit on, like that's just silly.
I don't get it.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
I don't like those people. And that I'll say with
This guy
With
doesn't
reason.
even have his shit
Jesus
plugged in.
Christ.
Oh, and he's giving you shit, Mark.
God.
I saw your headphones fucking hit the ground. Distracted
They
me.
didn't hit the ground. I stepped on the cord, then came off.
Came off.
Came off.
It was very distracting.
Let them work.
Let him work.
Let them work. Boys, how we feeling?
Good. What number are we on?
Episode 34.
4 or 5
340?
34.
345. Wow.
came a long way.
I mean, hey.
Wait till 365 when you can watch an episode a day for a year.
How about that? Think about that.
How's that going to make you feel?
And
Awful
who
for
wouldn't
your
want to do
mental
that?
health.
Yeah.
Accomplished?
Degrading your mind. Like the people that take mushrooms every day and then they don't come back.
Did you see that video? The Queen's sense of humor.
No.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
She's dead.
Well, the Irish reaction.
To her being dead?
Yeah.
This will be 34.
Is it better or worse than the QAnon reaction?
Oh, I mean, I really appreciate it. I mean, what did you see? I saw the. Did you
the
see the
old
Lizzie's in a
bitch.
box?
No.
If you type in Lizzie's in a box on YouTube, it's like a quick short.
Oh, the Queen is dead.
Lizzie?
Lizzie's in a box.
It's going to be like a play on, like, dick in a box.
Oh, up top.
Ole, 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 ole.
Lizzie's in a box. Lizzie's in a box.
I saw some shit where an American was like, in a box.
Fuck the Queen.
Some American was living over there and she's like, my Irish neighbors are setting off fireworks.
Shit, so I saw an interview. CNN went over there, and it was like some young person, and they're like, "So, what's like your first reaction knowing now that the Queen's dead?" And he's like, "I mean, it's sad when anyone dies, I guess, but I mean, not her biggest fan, like of the whole monarchy
Yeah.
and like the British Empire and like all of its history, and even recent shit with like Prince Andrew. So,
Oh, that old
Yeah.
bird kicked a bucket.
it's okay.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know who's getting like,
Who gives a shit?
yeah.
Who's actually
People get into the
devastated?
royal family.
Yeah, but also like a 90-something-year-old lady died.
I feel like they used to get into the
I'm not gonna
royal
lie to
family.
you.
I feel like everyone just makes fun of them.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was under the assumption she was going to live forever.
I mean, it seemed
I
to go that
thought
way.
I thought it was going to be like I'd be 90 years old on my deathbed and it would be, yeah, the Queen of England's giving another speech. Like, yeah, she's 178.
What was it? She like reigned as the Queen of England through like a quarter of like
It
America's
was either like 30 or
existence
40%
something?
of
Or just
American
something
history.
crazy.
Yeah.
She started when she was 26.
Yeah, in 53.
Isn't that fucked
53,
up?
she was
Isn't that
inaugurated.
crazy? We're 26. Can you imagine like them just throwing you a crown now? Like, hey,
And doing what?
King.
you're the
Yes, I
Being
could.
paraded.
Yeah, what do you mean?
You're the
eating.
king. You're the king now.
And doing nothing still?
I'm sure they do something.
Yeah.
They just do PR shit. That's all they do.
They look over the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
They look over all the. Put it on the Chesterfield.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they get taxes like from the people? I
Yeah.
wonder?
So that's how they make their money. Cause like,
I don't know what
Really?
goes on
Like
over there.
like
Like
a
the-
portion of like the government's taxes.
Yeah,
goes
like the-
to-
I mean, I guess like if
Like
we're
for-
thinking of it old school, yeah, like a king and queen get that.
Right,
Now,
but
I
like
could-
Yeah.
now, I
today.
could-
Well, I mean,
I
they
could
still got them.
I could butcher this, but I think there's like 3 branches of like where money goes in England, and it's like it goes to like they have like those sectors. So like the Duchess of Cornwall will get the fucking they'll get like the taxes from like Cornwall and like they own like all like the castles and shit. It's not wrong. It's correct. It's correct. You're upset because you don't know. But That's what happens. They own
Your
the
ignorance blinds you.
they own the castles and shit, and they get all the tax shit from that. And they own all this other stuff. All the
It's a real
historical
estate
shit.
business.
Well, is this just like some old
basically
ass
what it is, I
laws
think.
that have never been changed in forever?
No, I think they just get a bunch of money, and that's how they like.
For what though? I
For
mean, if
being-
I'm a taxpayer, I'd be
for
like,
being-
fuck this dude. I don't
See,
give
and
a shit.
I think that's why people don't like the Queen over there.
I think that's why the Irish are setting off fireworks.
Well, I think that there's a number
Well,
of reasons
hey,
why the Irish are
they
happy
have-
about that, which is understandable.
What's the IRA thing?
I guess they're
What's
just
the NRA thing?
NWA.
You don't know the IRA?
Yeah,
Oh, like for real?
yeah, I know the IRA.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, I've seen Deadliest Warrior.
I've seen Deadliest Warrior. I know a thing or two.
Yeah, I've seen the Spetsnaz kick their ass.
Yeah.
The Spetsnaz are
Hey,
way
now.
more funded.
That's
And
it's
trained.
Oh, probably.
It's a completely different-
terrorist
yeah.
group, not
I remember watching that show and them being like,
Freedom fighters.
freedom fighters. There we go.
I remember watching
Bleep
that show
terrorist out.
and them being like, they go under like they fill a pool with blood and they go under the blood, and then that's why their courage is so strong. So we're gonna factor that into the tests.
God damn it.
Some crazy shit. They had some I remember the one who was like, what was it, Ninja versus like Al Capone mobster or some shit.
Was it?
I think so. It was something crazy like that.
Damn.
I want to see if that's like fucking buy that DVD set. Like that'd be fucking dope as hell to have.
What would that? That's got to stream somewhere, right?
I'm sure you can find it.
Right, but I would also imagine fucking what's it called? Like 1,000 Ways to Die and all the other shit to be streaming. But
It's
I never
crazy
see
that's
that.
not on there anymore.
Well, it's just such a goddamn popular show.
Yeah. I remember this one. It was like, I still remember this one. It was like a guy had like a
Money
glide.
on Amazon, money on Apple, money on Vudu.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'd rather fucking just buy it like a DVD then. Fuck that shit.
You can't get Viva La Bam anywhere.
I appreciate it
Pisses
that
me
it's
off.
listed
You always
as a
with the
documentary.
it's
Viva La
fucking
Bam.
crazy. I want it.
Oh my
I want
God.
it. The box set's $120.
Jesus.
Yeah, we want EPO on DVD too.
Anybody out there?
That's not bad. That's not bad.
You could
12
probably
bucks?
you could probably put that on DVD, can't you?
If we
EPO?
could find it.
From YouTube.
Oh, EPO?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't want burnt. We want to be able to support the show, man.
I'm trying to steal money from them. Dude, if there's a way I could give money to that,
There's
dude,
no way
I'd
to
be
support
so,
him.
I'd be so happy.
There's
We
no
would have
way.
to buy Shonen fucking Jump.
Like get Japanese magazines that we can't even fucking read.
Really?
Like there's
That's
no,
how
like,
you would
I
support the
can't
man?
buy merchandise from the guy. Like,
Wasn't
I
the
can't
guy-
buy books from him?
He
I
doesn't
can't
sell
buy,
merch?
No, not
Really?
not that I have ever.
I
Like,
think if you go to Japan, there's stores you could do it in, but I don't think there's any like online way.
I look so much like just looking up like
That's
that
crazy.
type of shit. And
Isn't
it
that
always
man on
brings
his deathbed, you said?
Not death.
He's just very old and just takes his time.
And all these guys often get like, it's that Japanese work ethic. Like
They
sit
come
at
back.
a table and they fucking
Just
yeah, they're not.
fucking
They're like unhealthy.
go at it.
Yeah.
It's living.
Isn't Japan also the place though when if you take a nap at your desk, it's like you're a hard worker.
Because it's considered that you work to exhaustion. So I guess it just depends if someone like puts their head down after an hour. They're like, but it's 9:30.
You
But-
just got here.
Yeah.
Would you have a late night?
But if it's like 9:30 the next day, and you've been working the whole day,
Exactly. Great work ethic they have.
I mean,
probably the top Asian.
I'm not trying to listen. That we can't
I don't know, man.
say. That we can't say. But
I would say.
Koreans are up there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't.
Oh.
Who are you talking to?
oh yeah.
If there's two things I consider myself to be honorary, it's Jewish and Korean. That I feel like I've spent enough time in the area.
To where now you're just an honorary suburbanite.
No, what?
He's an honorary
You spent-
Korean Jew.
You spent
Korean Jew means suburban?
no. You said you spent enough time over here.
No. I spent enough time in the area. of Koreans and
Oh,
Jews
I thought you meant this area.
in New York.
I thought
not
you meant
here.
this area.
You thought this area with no Jews?
No,
or Koreans?
motherfucker. I thought you meant you weren't Korean and Jew anymore because you've been living here for so long.
I do feel like that.
Thank you.
Remember when that guy came up to you and asked if you were Jewish?
Yeah, it was great.
All I thought
That-
about was that
that dude-
Was it Seinfeld or was it Curb Your Enthusiasm? Like, we need you for like the fucking like the Jewish like ritual or whatever, and they're like fucking bring a guy in off the street.
That was wild. He was dressed like a Hasidic Jew too. He had like
Yeah.
he had the
I think so.
he had the sideburns, the long
Mhm.
curly sideburns. Walked by. You Jewish? No. He gave me like a
Really?
dirty look. He goes, "Really?" I go, "No,
You
dude."
Bandaged
do
our
look
face?
Jewish, but I was wondering what like he was going to go into.
Like, what if I said yeah?
He's
would
gonna
you
be
just
like,
be like-
nice.
Cool, man.
High five!
Sick, bruv. Shows me some cool like handshake.
Does the fucking dance.
Dreidel. Yeah. No, that'd be cool. I should have said yeah just to see where it went.
Maybe he was gonna try to sell you a Star of David or something. He's hawking jewelry. Yeah.
Sell me a Star of David.
There's this
Star of
channel on
David
YouTube I
chains.
like that it's like half all the videos are done by like different people like talking, and I think it's just the guy like editing the video is the same channel. So some of them suck. It's some people are talking nonsense and I can't get caught up in it. Other times sometimes it's cool. I was watching one last night and I couldn't figure out which way it was going because he was saying some stupid shit and he'd pull me back in with some cool shit. And at one point he starts talking about like the Star of David and how it's like I think like satanic, and I was like, all right, I'm probably good.
Well,
on
I'll
that.
skip through this.
Yeah,
Anti-Semite.
yeah. I was like,
I saw this wild thing. It was a picture of an Oreo, and they took all the lines on top of an Oreo and they drew all these crazy symbols. It was like a conspiracy thing, and it was really funny.
yeah, I don't like. That's where this video was going, where it was like every fucking corporate logo has like symbolism put into it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think people just make app logos, dude. Like,
I feel like you totally, if you're looking for that shit, you can totally find it.
but it's also like, yes, those are like good looking
Yeah.
shapes. So like, that's what a person would make a logo into, because that's like what looks good.
I feel like people don't look at shit like the other way though. They like never look at anything for like a subliminal like good message. They're always looking for like, oh, like this is
Yeah.
satanic or something. Like or it could not, or it could be a good thing.
When we make our production company logo, it's gonna be all sorts of like have
Oh.
shit encoded into it.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be all
made
good
by,
stuff.
It's gonna
though.
be made by AI.
Bro.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah,
Shit's being wild with AI.
Dude, I got on
Getting
that shit.
fucking
I
wild.
didn't know it cost money.
Oh, bro, I'm trying to airdrop you something. It's not working. Waiting. All right.
Ew, there you go.
Dude, there's fucking so they have that one software called
Decline.
Dolly, like spelled like Wally, but it's
Yeah, I think I
basic-
saw someone win like a contest with that shit.
yeah, dude. There's a thing I was telling you
What?
about.
Flower of design in the same ratio as the Earth with the moon. What the fuck is this?
Isn't that great?
Bro, this is pretty much like what I watched last night.
Isn't this
where
wild?
He said the same thing like 9 times. He's like the hexagram, the Star of David.
The flower of life in the same ratio as Earth with the moon. Hologram of a photon of light. Oreo.
See, I don't like how there's no numbers
This-
involved.
A star tetrahedron viewed on the side of a concave pyramid.
Like when Graham Hancock does all his pyramid stuff, he's saying the numbers. This thing's just like, trust me, it's the Earth to the moon.
Trust me, it's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
We checked. The bottom, Oreo.
Oreo. No, yeah. Honestly, what I think all those grooves are, what I assume they made all those grooves for is just to catch milk.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
nooks and crannies, like an
yeah,
Eggo for
right.
fucking syrup, or a waffle for
Would
syrup.
make sense.
Hologram of a photon of light.
I-
But again,
yeah,
like, that's just a good-looking thing. Like, Avatar's logo is basically that. You know what I mean? Like 4 things split up. Like, if
Where
you
do you think they got it from?
it's
open
just a
your
good.
open up your fucking eyes.
You
sh-
fucking hear
you
yourself, man.
Sheeple,
Take the blinders off.
dude. But with that AI art thing, I have that. They have a free version that makes you can type shit in, And like, for example, I typed in R. Kelly in court eating a parfait, right? And it gave me this like really abstract, blurry image of just a black guy eating this like whatever, like a cup. It looked like it was in a courtroom. I got this new one, and you have to get on a wait list, sign up for the first one, and I put like novice creator or whatever, some bullshit where I was
We're
like,
in the biz.
where I was like, sure, whatever. Waited like 2 months, didn't get an invite. Put myself down as a professional artist. Re-signed up, got in 2 days.
Hot damn.
So for all you people out there that want in, that's how you do it. So I
You
get,
lie.
so I get it.
Immediately it's just gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
So I get in there, and I'm like, this was the other day, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, you could search, like, there was one thing, it was like 35 millimeter macro photo of 2 mice in Hawaii walking on a beach holding surfboards and claymation design. Bro, it was fucking that. Like, beautifully rendered, like, 4K fucking crazy shit. I typed in pencil drawing of a dinosaur. It gave me pencil drawing of a dinosaur. There's an edit button. I erased the dinosaur's legs, and I typed in pencil drawing of duck legs. It fucking auto-attaches duck legs to the dinosaur in the same exact art style. I then erase its tail and do pencil drawing of a lion's tail. It fucking attaches a pencil drawing of a lion's tail to the T-Rex tail. Now I have this fucking crazy-looking monster, right?
Chimera.
I then take that and I click variations, and it gives me that image from different angles.
What?
Bro, you can erase the background and put like jungle minimalist watercolor painting, and it'll just put that in the background of your image.
So
Fucked up. It's so it literally feels like Googling shit for the first time, where it's like the first time you're getting on Google and you're typing things in, you're like, oh, you could just search anything.
Back in like the 2000s.
Yeah, like I remember sitting and like learning what addictinggames.com was, and just
Yes,
typing in
wild.
like free games and like that popping up and going, oh, so this is just, you could just do this. This is all the time.
do you think that's gonna kill art though?
So this is another debate. People are like, who owns that? Because you were saying some kid like won some art competition,
And then after
for-
the fact said like, yeah,
was
like I
AI
typed that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gave me this.
but
Talking
then
about the space opera.
I believe so. Yeah.
She looked amazing.
so I'm burning through.
It was like a big circle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm just typing in everything. Like we're typing in like
Anything.
Ali versus Goku.
No, we didn't get to that
Oh,
one.
I tried.
my God.
I tried in the block. You're not allowed to do fighting, I guess. Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah. And I tried
It doesn't want AI to learn fighting.
You know what I tried to do? I typed in Yu Yu Hakusho Hunter x Hunter because it's the same guy creating them. So I wanted to see all of them in the same world together. And it doesn't do anime great in my limited experience with it.
Yeah.
It tries to just make its own like bullshit anime.
It does like its own take on it.
It looks
almost.
like a
It takes like
8-bit video game
Yeah.
style.
I don't know if you have to like find out what art style that is and like be specific and say in this art style crew together, like characters from the show together. I don't know if you have to do shit like that. You have to.
It
have
did
to play
seem
with
like
it.
you could kind of talk more into it than Google.
I
that
was-
was the thing.
I was typing things in.
I kept trying to keyword
this
it,
long.
but he was doing
I-
sentences.
yeah,
like,
I was-
with the dinosaur thing.
Yeah, I had like 3 sentences in a
That's
thing, and it was giving me
wild.
that. So then, that's the first day. I am just burning through this shit. I
To the
finally,
point where he's really not working.
I finally get to a point where I type it in, and it goes, "You've ran out of tokens," and I go, "What?"
Token.
so-
we didn't realize there was a token system.
I didn't know there was no advertisement on a token system. I then refreshed, logged back in, out of tokens. You want to buy more tokens? Each token's one generate. I then go in my history. I'm generating bullshit. Just blowing through tokens.
Anything.
Just anything. Fucking hologram of a dick doing dick things.
Yeah.
Just crazy shit. So you could buy 115 tokens for $15.
Can you
So
imagine?
I bought 230.
Can you imagine
Not bad. You got a deal.
I got a deal. Fuck it.
being a kid? You know how they talk about kids coming up today with like internet porn? Can you imagine coming up with that thing?
You type in tits.
You type in tits doing whatever.
Yeah. Tits flopping around in the background.
You
Dude.
type in a fucking celebrity and be like, them, but naked. Like, couldn't you?
Well, they have that
Well,
now.
no. Well, I don't think so. I don't think
Well,
you
they
could
have, like,
swap
the
that.
face swap. Yeah.
So I don't think you could do that now because
Well,
because
they're
of
not going to let you.
whatever fucking terms and conditions.
Yeah, it
they
didn't
have.
let you
Yeah,
type
yeah.
in Goku versus
You know what you
Ali.
can do though, which
Till
is
10
fucked up.
years from now.
It doesn't work with like super realistic like if I took a photo of you, it wouldn't work with it. But if I had like
The shit's new, though.
if I had say like the painting I have of you at home and I put that in there.
The painting of you.
If I put
What?
that, I'm just kidding. I was hoping someone would jump on it. If I put like say a painting of you in there, it would and click generate and variations, it would give me that painting of you. Or if you did like a painting of Van Gogh, that
Yeah.
portrait he has, it would give that
heard
exact
of him.
painting in that art style in different variations. So like different angles, different pose, different facial expressions.
That's fucking wild.
It's fucking weird. And then you could, if you generate something, I haven't done this yet, but you have your generation thing, like your image, you can add on more space to it and generate extra shit in the corners if you wanted, like, say, like a wide photo. You wanted just to keep stretching it. So I saw one guy typed in, like, teddy bear, scientist teddy bear in 3D render art style, blah, 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 messing with sparkling beakers. And it was doing that, and then he was like, all right, I want a workbench in the photo. And it was like, workbench, blah, 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 same art style. And it would, like, add it. And it was like, all right, I want more beakers over here. Let's add that. And he was just adding on to this fucking photo. And then he had this big-ass, like, print.
Be cool. Oh, you go. I was just going to say it'd be cool if, like, police are looking for somebody and they catch, like, half his face.
And just, like,
the rest of it.
that's
Which
probably-
obviously he could have, like, a tattoo,
Yeah,
but it's still just, like,
general.
yeah, give someone a better reference of what to look
that's
for.
crazy. Yeah.
So who actually owns that?
Copyright.
I don't know. I have no idea. I think this whatever that company is, Dolly or whoever owns that company. I didn't do that research.
He was too busy reading up on the queen, the fucking Duchess of...
The Duchess of
Cornwall.
Duchess of Cornwall found sucking cock in, in Northern Ireland, of all places.
Duchess found with a skin suit off, full lizard running around.
Full lizard.
Rumors of her yellow eyes confirmed. Tail spotted around corner.
King Charles sheds prince skin for the last time, puts on new lizard suit.
Dude, he looks like he's gonna bust out of those fingers. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that wild, scary.
Sausages. Oh Jesus! Just exploding with sodium.
That's crazy. So just,
That
Good
good
God.
British diet.
hello, love. I got my dose of sodium, and I got my dose of sodium and my dose of tea.
Put a couple cubes of sugar in
How
the
many
tea,
lumps
couple
of
cubes
salt?
Of salt. Yum.
How many lumps of salt would you want in your tea?
Just doing it as an act of fucking like luxury. Be like, we got so much of this shit.
Salt for days.
Still stuck in a time where salt is valuable.
Bro, fucking, I remember I used to work at the YMCA for like a second, and everyone was telling me that I had to fucking watch all the old people because they would steal and just drink all of the fucking creamers and sugars.
Really?
Because
They love it.
Because it was like, nah, it
It's
was like,
free.
it was depression times. Like back in the day, they didn't have that. So
Back
like,
in 08.
they're just fucking like still got that mindset. They're
That's
still
crazy.
all on that cream. I'm like, are you fucking serious right now?
My grandpa was telling me a story of like during the Depression. I guess his dad got a job as like a night watchman at like a government food facility, and he was like, "That was the worst thing that state could have done." I was like, "Why? What happened?" He's like, "Oof." The second they left and he was on watch, here I come. 10 years old with a pillowcase. Filling up a pillowcase full of food. Get out of here, kid. Get on the trolley.
You got to be in the next town by sundown.
That's so crazy.
I think everyone's fucking like grandpa or something like had a job where like I was a truck driver and shit just kind of fell off the back every now and then.
My dad would tell me stories of like, yeah, I would just get. My dad was a truck driver, and he would just, before he stopped at the unloading place, he would just pull up in front of the house and just like we'd get like a microwave or something.
Yeah.
Or like we had 3 microwaves. No one had a microwave back then. We had 3 of them.
Living a life of luxury.
You don't know what it was like.
No, my grandpa was crazy. He was dope.
My grandpa had, and my Uncle Steve I was telling you about before, had that thing where they had like the airport hookup back in like probably the 80s, I guess, where they would go there
Just
and
walk onto a plane.
no, they'd walk onto like or they drive onto the tarmac or whatever, and
Just drive onto the tarmac in the 80s.
back in the day, yeah, they had some guy who worked at the airport, and some plane would show up from Hawaii with like I think it's cans of pineapple or something, and then one of the boxes was marked and it was just cans of weed. And they would just pick that up.
That's funny. That's funny. Some of that Maui Wowie,
You'd hope.
that original,
That's funny. as shit.
Genuine.
that OG cut.
Can you imagine just like a plane unloading at the airport and you just drive your fucking truck up
Oh.
right next to it and
Mhm.
just back it up?
Take 2 boxes
I
compared to
guess,
the 40.
yeah, just fucking just stroll your happy ass on out of there.
Hillbilly asses.
Just being a child dreaming of being in the mob. Just like, oh, I could do this. I'll steal cigarettes.
my grandpa
Fuck it.
totally is that too. Like he wants to be Italian so bad, and he's just not.
Yeah. The Irishman.
Englishman.
How dare you?
What nationality is he?
He's American. He would be loath to be called anything else.
I'm a fucking American. I'm a fucking Republican.
How about that?
How about that, huh? How about that, Chief?
No, he's pretty much just like white, like Irish,
Yeah,
English,
just-
whatever.
The classic.
We'd
Most
say
people
Irish,
are
but
just
yeah.
kind of.
The classic combo.
He's American to that point where he's just like that original white that came over. That's where it's like, I guess, just Western European.
My family came over on the Mayflower.
Probably not too far off. I've been here a minute.
You ever do that 23andMe?
One of them, yeah, I think Ancestry.
Did you?
That's why I think I have to give it like, yeah, it's not just Ireland, I guess.
Yeah. Mine just lit up like Eastern Europe. It was like, great.
Yeah, you got some Jew.
Hey,
You got some Jew.
great.
Good.
I got Christian, Christian showed me hers. Her entire fucking world is lit up. Like a little bit of South
Jesus.
American, a little bit of African, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little Native American, a little this. And I'm like, the fuck? You got a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah.
You got like heritage from like everywhere. I got Polish, fucking little splash of Croatian, little Italian.
Nah, on my dad's side, it's easy because everyone like just showed up within like the past 100 years. So you're like Irish, Italian.
Yeah.
But on
That was my mom's side.
the other side, it's like
Yeah.
America.
My mom's dad. So on my mom's side, my grandpa came from Poland. My grandma came from Italy. They weren't supposed to be together. The Italians.
I'm still not a fan.
The Italians weren't fans of Italians back then.
Get out of town.
Yeah. As my grandpa would say, they were basically black.
Is that what he said?
Well, he
Yeah.
didn't say that. He put himself a little above her, but
He phrased it different.
Yeah.
If he's anything like my grandpa when he was talk about how the Irish were treated.
listen though.
Yeah, no, my grandpa talking about Irish people in Brooklyn on the other side. And like, you gotta remember,
You got to remember something.
this is before, that just unleash,
Come on, you got to think.
uncork some crazy shit. Like,
Grant, I don't know if you could say that anymore.
when you're wine drunk in your backyard,
I want to, yeah.
you can say a lot
Dude,
of
my
things.
my grandpa Jonas used to drink like, you know the big gallon jugs of wine in the glass thing and had the bald guy in the front like this holding the grapes? I can't remember what brand that is. I don't know, it was just cheap wine and it came in a gallon. He used to love it.
Like cooking wine?
No, it was like,
Like box wine.
The only thing I've seen in a gallon is cooking wine.
let me look it up.
It is an odd unit for
Yeah.
wine.
Let's see.
It's Let's see, a box of wine.
Cheap gallon of wine. Let's see. What is this?
How long do you think people would just start saying I'm American and just start losing like
Boom, first
I'm
thing.
not English, I'm not, this, I'm not that, I'm
I
not,
think about that. Right when I used to think about that shit more, that would have come up because it's like,
Boom.
what?
Cooking
Walmart
sour.
wine.
Used to drink that. Remember that?
Oh, it's
You
like
ever
a jug. So it's
You ever see that shit in a store? Yeah, but it's like a gallon, I think.
Well, I was just thinking like a gallon.
He
of
loved
milk.
it. That shit's like $8.
Oh. Oh.
Goes down smooth.
Oh yeah, dude. My grandma, my great grandma on my dad's side. She used to drink. She used to put down like a bottle of Osco vodka, like Jewel Osco
Yeah.
branded vodka, like plastic bottle, just Osco. It's fucking crazy.
Good for you.
Can you imagine? Imagine waking up with the
Store
fuck. Can you imagine
brand
waking up with
vodka.
the headache the next day? Your head's the size of a goddamn watermelon.
A great author once said, beer is an acquired taste.
Beer.
So acquire a taste for cheap beer. And I guess that goes for vodka and wine as well.
Probably, yeah.
It's the smarter move,
That does make sense.
That was Forrest Griffin.
if you were wondering.
That was John Daly.
Forrest Griffin, a fine author.
He was putting. He was night putting. Putting at night. 18-year-old daughter of the dean. You know who that man was? Bob Hope.
Bob Hope.
That man was Chuck Schick, my roommate. He wasn't talking about himself.
Tremendous.
They have an oil painting of, it's like $120, of Danny and Ty walking up the green, and underneath it just says, "You do drugs, Danny?" Or no, I'm sorry, it just says every day underneath it.
Every day.
You do drugs, Danny? Every day.
Good.
Good.
I saw the Seinfeld with the Kramer oil painting the other day. I thought that would be
Oh, I love
a
it.
fine piece.
Get you one of those for the house.
You need some good like oil paintings.
An oil painting?
Something
yeah.
good. Like, yeah, get like a Seinfeld one.
I'm going to get portrait of my cats
I was looking up.
commissioned.
Yeah, how many? Are you bringing cats with you? You're not bringing any cats with you.
I'm so lonely.
How long before you get yourself a cat?
A while.
You think so? Not the budget.
With the budget for one, and then I'm going to try to use it to be productive because, I mean, as much as I love my cats, I mean, I squander time.
Just some cuddles every now
Oh,
and then.
I mean,
just
I go up
popping
to-
on you.
Go to the bathroom, I see a cat, we make eye contact, she fucking hits the ground, I'm like,
All right, this is me for the next 20 minutes. Think of the work you'll get done though.
trying to think of.
When's the move-in date? We got 2 weeks.
I don't know, man.
When's the house party?
When's this
Not
road
happening.
getting fixed?
Yeah. Fuck.
Is there an end date for this?
Has it changed in the last 6 hours? Has has something come in over the wire about this road?
New York mayor found sucking cock not spending budget on trans hookers and not on the road in Queens. It's amazing what can be coming of such a beautiful city could be in such a shitter.
Mr. Mayor, how could you possibly use city funds to
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 pay
fund your own prostitution ring?
Well, you know, I think
Yeah, that's how the mayor of New York probably sounds.
well, I think the
It's like George Bush.
listen here, Dick.
Well, that's a good question.
You don't think they hired a southerner to be the mayor of New York?
Good out of towner, get a fresh set of eyes on it.
He sounds like
Oh,
he's
good.
doing the lawyer from Wet Hot American Summer who's going against Johnny Pisspotts.
Well, now
It's like,
Yeah.
listen, come on now.
You're
What I'm saying,
Help
I
the Lord.
how the Lord, you?
haven't seen that movie.
Or the show.
God, dude, that's a fucking gold mine. I gotta go back and watch. I didn't watch it all summer. It's been a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch that.
I did it recently. I'd waited long enough.
Golden movie.
I'm so hungry I can eat a grown man's ass.
Dig in. Oh, shit.
We forgot to say grace.
Everybody, close your eyes. Give me your hand.
Just an awful movie.
It's
Some
so good.
amazing- No, like an amazing, but like awful.
Oh,
movie.
it's $11 to make.
Oh yeah, that budget went all towards Danny McBride. Probably they were just like, we need Danny. We wrote this movie for you.
The hand job
You
always
might-
gets me.
You mind if I call you?
We kept doing that at work the other day. You know what a hand job is, Henry? Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
That is when a female.
There
This
she
is her
Holy
hand
shit! There she is. Right. Oh shit! You think she's gonna fuck those guys, Henry?
She looked like she's about to have sex.
What do you think, Henry?
I don't know, sir. Oh, shit. I'm probably freaking you out, huh? Let's talk about you, huh? I think my mom's probably wondering where I am.
You mind if I call you my best hero?
Yeah, nah. All right. Well,
Golden movie.
the fist foot way. If we haven't talked about it already.
That one's tremendous.
Definitely something for the record book. I want to throw that shit in like a time capsule and just have somebody fucking open it. Like
Watch it 50 years from now.
we had kung fu comedies like
Yeah.
back in the day. This is our modern
Mhm.
kung fu comedy.
You see the progression.
You remember Rush Hour and Jackie Chan?
I guess that's in there.
I'd throw it in there. I'd throw it in.
Oh yeah,
It counts.
Jackie Chan, king of the kung fu comedies.
He is pretty good. He is pretty good.
He's
They
great.
did a whole cartoon of it.
And that was an amazing
Never saw it.
cartoon.
Never saw it.
Load up
What's
a
it called?
flash drive. Load up a flash
Jackie
drive.
Chan Adventures
Load
No,
up
never
a
saw it.
flash drive. We gotta educate this man.
Never
with
saw
the
it.
talismans.
With the talismans. See, I feel like that stuff would be hard to get into now.
Nah, bro, it's an amazing show.
Really?
Dead ass.
I feel like a
You
lot of
never
those.
saw. You talk to me about Rush Hour every fucking day. You never saw Jackie Chan Adventures.
No.
Grandpa and Jade.
I know what it looks like. I've probably seen an episode or two, but I never like kept up with it.
Oh,
For a guy who brings up Rush Hour, as
Rush
much
Hour
as-
is a great movie.
So how you didn't trickle down to the
Exactly. Trickle down.
from
To
the
a
movie
less
screen to a
superior
TV
show.
show is what I was referencing.
Well,
Stifled.
no. I mean, you were saying. No. Let's let's probe into this. Let's start another argument.
Please.
Please continue. No, I never got into that one. I did want to watch that Mike Tyson show you were saying. That one sounds fun.
The one.
That looks awful.
Really?
The one on
Wait.
Hulu?
That's what you mean the cartoon?
The cartoon.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. He's got Hulu did a documentary on him. That was the thing that he's protesting.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't want people to watch.
Oh.
Because without his permission or whatever. The cartoon, Norm plays the pigeon.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure the cartoon's great.
It's not like a banger, but it's like a good like. I put it on like to go to sleep to something like watch an episode before bed.
I've been burning through Dexter's Lab.
Love.
That one's good.
Quality.
Valhalla. Dude, that sound is burned into my brain, and I forgot
Yeah.
about it. It's crazy. I must have forgot how much I did watch Dexter's Lab as a kid, because I'm rewatching all these things, and I'm like, oh shit, that
one's like the first one.
that just
one like
triggered
kicks off Cartoon Network's run.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I watched a
'Cause
video
that would
about
make
how
sense
like
because
everyone at the table of Dexter's Lab like goes on to then do every other like Cartoon Network show.
banger.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. 'cause-
So Seth MacFarlane was at the season 1.
yeah.
Wanted to do fucking Family Guy,
He did Johnny Bravo too.
which I
Worked
haven't
on it.
watched yet, but I did download like 10 episodes of after we
I
were
watched.
talking about it.
I watched the first couple
Love Johnny
episodes.
Bravo.
It was fun.
It holds
Love
up,
Johnny
man.
Bravo.
It's crazy.
I used to go to my barber
Yo,
when I was a little kid
mama.
and be like, yo, I just wanted the Johnny Bravo. And he's like, what?
Now you call it the Takamura.
Yeah, like just rewatching Dexter's Lab and just being like, "Oh, I know all of these episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this is crazy. I haven't thought of this in.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Oh,
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
dude, it's so crazy.
Yeah. And when you hear that shit and it strikes like a fucking core in
Oh.
the back of your head.
Dude, I'm rewatching all this shit, and it's like, yeah, like just like something like just sparks in the back of your head, and you're like, oh, I'm feeling something. Like this is weird.
Having all these feelings again.
This is crazy.
I feel like a kid.
It's crazy. I forgot how crazy his mom is.
How crazy. Thick.
Oh, she is. But no, like his mom's like just like a bipolar psychopath.
Yeah, and the dad's hilarious.
Dude, the dad's great.
The dad's hilarious.
Hey, how's it going? He just talks like a
Hi,
radio commentator.
kids.
Yeah, hi kids. That one I'm
The
rewatching.
daddest dad.
Yeah, I'm rewatching Billy and Mandy. That one's tremendous.
That's great.
Love.
I love that show.
Ed, Edd n Eddy's tremendous.
Oh, I just finished that one with my sister.
I was going through Powerpuff Girls. That one's episode to episode, like we were saying.
Yeah. You get a good Mojo Jojo in there.
Yeah.
JoJo.
Yeah. That, bro.
The one with the devil,
You know that devil
Ooh,
character?
the flaming
Scary as
devil,
fuck. I don't
That
like
first
that.
episode with
I
the
don't like
devil.
it. I
with
don't
the
like it.
with
I'm
the
a fan.
octopus, and he like possesses the octopus.
It is unpleasant
It's crazy. It's
Not for a
wild.
kids show.
for anything, really. I was not a fan.
Some Adult Swim shit right
If,
there.
yeah.
We
Which
could-
I knew then to like, I knew my cutoff point. Like after Dragon Ball Z, there was either maybe one more show
Yeah.
or it went straight into like octopus type things that I wanted no part of.
You didn't like Adult Swim as a kid?
No, I guess I'm saying like Toonami, but whenever things went tentacle, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't.
That's when it was probably too far into the anime realm. I liked Americanized anime about fighting and energy and shit.
Whenever I saw a dude with a big sword, I was like, well, I'm done with this.
Really?
Yeah, I was
No, big sword. I'm still there for.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I would see a guy. I would see a guy with like long blonde hair and like a black shirt running really fast with a big sword on his back, and I'd go, "Well, that's enough of this."
No, sword. I'm in.
I'm down for a good fight. I'm always down for a good fight.
I don't know. I never got into like that Toonami stuff.
I appreciated some of it. Some
Was
of
that-
it was fucking weird.
Were the ads for Toonami the one with the dude with like the helmet on?
Yeah.
That
Little-
Nick
little
showed you at
spaceman.
work the other day.
Yeah, it was that. That was that. Okay.
That you said you didn't recognize.
No. I know. I know. I remember him. I just never
Okay.
watched any of the shows. Like I'm sure if I watched if you showed me like pictures of it, I would recognize the picture. I just never watched any of the shit.
Rurouni Kenshin's great.
Yeah, they had Kenshin on there and
Pull
shit.
that up. Let's see what that looks like.
Yu Yu Hakusho. They had Cowboy Bebop on there. Inuyasha. They had a bunch of like good OG shit on there back in the day. Oh, don't pull up that garbage.
I know. It's detestable that any of that came up.
Oh, I remember this.
Hell
The
yeah,
dude with the
boy.
X on his yeah, I remember that. Dude, I used to think that scar on his face was the coolest shit in the fucking world.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
So
It's because
Yeah,
you're
dude.
correct.
I've
it's nice to agree with you on something.
I've tried to watch a couple episodes of this and just been like lost, but yeah.
Well, maybe start from the beginning.
This is a very good one.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck. I remember that.
Yu Yu Hakusho is another fucking banger.
This is right.
I
up
remember
there
the
with
guy-
Dragon Ball Z.
That guy in the green looks familiar. Is that the main guy?
Yeah,
Oh, well, that would make sense.
that's right up there, bud.
Yusuke Urameshi.
Spirit Detective.
I remember like Naruto coming on and turning it off. I don't know what that would play on.
That's Tsunami.
I remember turning that off.
Didn't
One
like
Piece.
Naruto?
Nah, I was never a big fan of Naruto. I remember watching a few episodes of One Piece, being like, all right, this is something.
Same.
I got into like
Yeah.
the first season of that, I think. Like the first season. I want to say like the first season. I
Yeah.
don't think two. But I think they just started playing the fucking season over again. And they just never
Maybe.
came out with like another
Mm.
season. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And then I just moved on. I'm sure
Yeah.
it was like elsewhere, but I was just a kid and it wasn't playing on Toonami.
You didn't
so I
have
was
the
like,
options.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it. I don't care anymore.
I remember
Give me
watching
more Naruto.
I remember watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z as a kid, but not grasping any of it because
No, just
it would
bits and pieces.
it would be like episode 1, and then it would play, or it'd be like episode 46, and then it would be like episode 78. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, I don't remember any of this. What happened?
Where are we?
No, I feel like I watched it in order.
Says
Oh.
the guy with the fucking DVD box set.
Well, I
Yeah.
watched it in order several times later in life, but I mean, even
How
like,
did you watch in order on TV?
I mean, maybe. I mean, there were definitely times. Sometimes it was random, but I feel like the cliffhanger ones were at least connected because I can remember like, oh shit! Like, remember what happened last time? Like we got to watch it, and then it being like the resolution or whatever. Like I can remember arcs being complete, But I also do remember sometimes shit like hopping around. I know what you're saying, but I feel like for the most part, like
Really?
it was like generally. I mean, like I saw it from beginning to end, somewhat. Dragon Ball, I definitely watched like weird one here, weird one here. That one I saw just random.
I remember like watching one, and then it would be like the very next episode, and I'd go, cool, let's watch this again. And it would be like, oh, a big monkey. All right, well, I don't remember that happening. It's like, all right, cool. Oh, who the fuck's this guy?
Good ass show though. Good ass show.
I would just watch it. Be like, all right, cool.
They give you enough background.
I guess he's gonna fight this guy. Yeah.
Just giving you the highlights. That's all.
My
that one I liked.
goes,
Samurai Jack I liked.
Oh,
Samurai Jack's great.
Oh,
Yeah,
Samurai
Jack
Jack.
is classic.
My sister goes, they can't animate black hair in anime. I go,
That's racist.
what do you mean? And she's like, they can't like animate that color of black. I'm like Goku's hair, or Vegeta's hair, and I just started naming. I'm like, Japanese people, like everyone's fucking hair's black. I'm like, or this person or that person, and she's like, well, and she like dug her. I guess she was trying to say that like maybe they're like literally like black, like the absence of color you can't do because like it won't animate right, like when it's flickering. So it needs to be like dark purple or something, where it's like essentially black. So I was like, well, maybe lead with that and don't say like it's not black when it's clearly fucking black. Like we're looking at the color black. I still don't know if she's right, but at least she like put forth some differences.
No, that's that.
I mean,
he
I
has
get
a
it 'cause you
green
have, like,
tint to his hair.
You have like the streaks to it, so you can tell like the movement.
Well, she
and
was
everything.
arguing that Midoriya's hair is green. I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but it's not green. Like it's black. Like he doesn't have green fucking hair. I'm like, I think it just looks green sometimes. You know what I mean? I get it, but it's also like I don't think he has green hair, right?
Nick, I'm with you on this. I think it's green.
You're such a prick.
Wrong.
I mean, even Yusuke's hair looks green. You told me that.
Oh,
green,
bro, that's green.
No, that's the light on black.
In every single, like, it's all green though. All right, look at this one up top.
Okay, I'm not arguing that it's like green, but I'm saying you think
Oh, you were though.
but you think it's like he has green hair?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking. Okay.
Yes, I think he has green hair. And
Oh,
then
here's a
the
question.
parts at the
Here's a
bottom are
question.
Dark.
Here's a question. The green in that picture with the red background. Click on that. Picture with the red background. The green is the highlight. So that means the light is hitting that green
That's what I'm
part,
saying,
showing the
yeah.
actual color of his hair, and the black part is underneath,
Shading.
being the shadow.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Maybe.
I just
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
it's
thinking.
never been referenced that he has green hair. And
Why
I
would
just,
they? I mean, there's a fucking frog person. There's got like all this.
Yeah,
other
but they
weird
talk.
shit
They
going
went
on.
into like the red guy's hair, like how he went to go change his hair from like black to red when he went to high school or whatever, and because he's just a human and with weird hair, you know,
They got a fucking bird guy there,
and he's got no quirk. So why would his hair be green?
because they're Japanese.
What's up with the green static?
That's when he gets powers.
Oh. Maybe
Goku on
maybe
his
he's
ass.
always had the powers within him,
Nope.
and that's where the green comes from.
Maybe
I
you're
mean-
a piece of shit and you should watch the show.
I'm just saying.
You think they just do, you think
I think
you
this is-
had an insightful thing to a show that has fucking 10 years?
I think this is a good perspective. Someone who's never
That's a
watched it
fresh
before
set of
can
eyes.
now a fresh set of eyes. Thank you.
Maybe
Nick.
he's had the power of friendship inside.
I'm just saying. He's got the green static to match.
No, you know how he gets his powers? He has to eat another man's DNA.
Was it green? Yeah, what's that mean?
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I'm going to butcher this name, but Azuko.
Nope.
How do you say that?
Izuku Midoriya.
Azuku Midoriya, famous anime character, found
Local.
taking load from very powerful man. Now it seems he has his powers. Stop. Powers unmatchable. Stop. Always had green hair.
This
Stop.
just in, doesn't actually receive powers, was bamboozled by the man into sucking his penis.
I don't know how
No
we,
powers were transferred.
I don't
Clearly
know.
ridiculous.
I don't know how we didn't see this before, but the green hair definitely means he's non-binary. Stop. He's a non-binary character. Stop. With the green hair. Stop. He doesn't conform to any gender. Stop. He sucks cock. That doesn't make him gay. Stop. Because he doesn't have a gender. Stop.
Well, yeah, he's not gay. He's non-binary. You have so much cool perspective on My Hero.
Is that what this show is?
Is that what this show?
Is that what this show is? I thought it looked familiar. My Hero, more like My Queer Ho.
Sick.
Nice burn.
Totally
What?
showed them who's. They're probably gonna cancel that
It's
new
a
season.
We have to do some. My Hero coming in with new rewrites. Stop. Newest season postponed. Stop. Gonna take a hot take on a new non-binary character. Stop.
They have to go back and recolor his hair black.
Yeah. An article comes out. After,
Like we had no idea the lighting was wrong.
Yeah.
We
No, but I mean, if to get back to where we should be, I think his hair is green. If we're being
I
honest.
agree.
Because his hair is green. Oh, now you agree?
Yes.
We flipped him.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, I feel like they would have said something. Because he has no, there's no, I understand, like, it's fucking anime, like, people got weird shit.
When you got
like
a dropped on you, I mean, sometimes your hair is green.
Like a gay man flipping a straight man. Zach is now on our side.
So you'd be the gay guys in that, by the way.
I don't know. Sure.
I mean, in that situation.
Yeah, like, just,
I think we've got.
Why would?
I'm just a reporter. Stop.
I'm just a flaming homosexual reporter trying to flip straight men to sucking cock. And if that's not right, then I don't want to be. Stop. Then I don't want to stop. Stop.
God damn it.
It's
Maybe I'll make my hair green.
It's the 1940s. You can't be openly gay, but I can't have green hair. And that could definitely send a message. Stop.
You can't be openly gay, so I trap straight men.
With the end of prohibition, speakeasies now have an all-new meaning. A new word
Local
for it.
speakeasies being used as a gay nightclub.
Old speakeasies. Instead of hiding beer, they're hiding dildos.
They're
the
hiding
walls.
their sexuality from themselves.
Much like a metaphor for hiding booze, they are hiding their sexuality in the hidden doors. Stop. New speakeasies found sucking cock. Stop. I'm lightheaded, man. We'd start doing this shit. I get lightheaded.
Can you imagine actually having that as your job?
I would
Talking
love it.
like that.
I would love it. God,
My
just
throat
hearing my
hurts.
own voice
I'm sure you
all
would love
day,
it.
every day,
For 8 hours.
forcing it onto others who don't want to hear me.
Broadcasting it.
But
They
then,
like the Wet Hot American radio. It's just like all fucking wires.
Yeah.
Nothing's plugged in.
just
in a 9
room,
hours,
Just
yeah.
talking to himself.
and we're live.
Me and you, people. Dead air.
We should start Twitch streaming video games. That'd be a fun little segment.
My brother, I showed him some shit, and he's like, "Oh, I should start streaming that shit." I was like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna stream it."
I think-
I don't have anything to stream. This
I think we
stuff.
get Call of Duty and just play the 3-player, like 3v3,
I'm about
gunfight.
it. I'm about it.
I'll
and then
do
we
that.
just talk.
3v3 is
Yeah,
good
sure.
for me too, because my biggest downfall is there's too much going on. I can't keep up.
Yeah, it's
3v3
fine.
I could lock
Yeah,
in.
dude, we do 3v3. If you get killed, you're out. Random guns. Everybody's got the same gun.
Ooh, that's perfect.
First one to 5 wins.
I like that.
It's fucking great. Me and Christian used to play and just talk shit.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
Dude.
shit.
Couple
Oh.
of slurs.
Oh, it's great.
I feel like it's international waters when
I
you
don't
get
know
hop
how-
on the headset.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I don't know
it's
how-
okay. And it's
Oh,
just-
you know what's funny though? I think Call of Duty now. I think they if you start dropping shit like that, I think they
Yeah.
auto ban you now.
Really?
Yeah, they got like AI monitoring it.
I mean, I guess that's good.
It is good. It is good because you don't want that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is not.
You don't
Doesn't
want that.
harden you like
But
when
I-
I was 12.
I do feel like if you do play
When a
hard,
man would yell at you.
Dude,
when a man's yelling at a child,
rated. It's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you get half scared, actually.
a man who
It
can't,
just reads you your address, and it's like, oh.
It's always the thought, yeah.
a man who has a wife and 2 kids and a fucking construction job, and he can only afford to put an hour into this game a week, is getting raped by a kid
Knifed, yeah.
who just puts like 8 hours a day all summer long. I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, you hear like his child crying in the background.
Oh, fuck.
I'd be about that.
When does that shit come out?
October, or it's always like Veterans Day, whenever that. It's like November or end of October.
The next Call of Duty in 2024 is going to be the Iraq War, it said, which is questionable.
Really?
In 2024?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the move.
Like in 2 years from now?
I think that'd be
Yeah.
good.
I think it's gonna be awful.
I think
I
it's
think it's
I
been
mean,
real bad.
I think it's about time they bring suicide bombers in the game.
Jeez.
I think that would be a fun little kill streak. How can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Jesus.
You just got 5 kills in a row. No predator missile. You just have an IED attached to you, and you just run.
Why
in.
would that be good?
Huh?
Why would you want to die? You have a kill streak going.
You would obviously keep your kill streak, and your kills from that would huddle over. Or I take that back. That only unlocks.
Good move.
That only unlocks when you die. When you die, you get brought back, and it's like, yo, put on the suicide. It's like a whole cutscene.
Okay. I'm with that.
They show you putting the vest on and praying to Allah, and then
In the middle of
and then
the
just-
online game.
and then just
Just a-
heading out. It's a big bomb too. I mean, that shit will
I feel
reverberate.
like that game is not going to sell well.
I'd buy it.
I feel like the backlash.
Well, like even like HBO did like the fucking like the TV shows and shit. Like Band of Brothers sold great because it covered World War II. Everyone fucking loved that show. And then they did like a Vietnam War, and then they did the Iraq War. Awful.
Really?
People
They did the
hate-
Vietnam one?
It was either Vietnam or Korea. I want to say it was Vietnam,
Didn't see either of those.
but yeah, it was the Pacific.
The Pacific was good.
You like that?
That was that came out the same time as Band of Brothers. That was like
Band of Brothers was old.
or maybe it came out like that. That was the next one. I thought that one was good. That one covered like the Japanese side of the World War II.
What are you, a communist?
It didn't cover Japanese
fascist.
point of view. It covered the U.S. troops in the Pacific during World
Alright.
War II.
That was World War II.
That was that one. They might have made another Vietnam one then.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I remember fucking Band of Brothers got a shit one. Like they just did not get a warm welcome.
Really?
Well, just because of like
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. I mean, you're showing some pretty sensitive shit.
Yeah, it did not go over well. It was it's like this is recent, whereas like World War II was like many years
Yeah.
ago, and you have like a few old people left to talk
Yeah.
about it. You
Not
got
the
some-
dude who has fucking Agent Orange watching
yeah,
this shit.
he's got PTSD. Fucking like
Yeah.
just a 30-year-old. It's like, oh, like this isn't cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You ever
Like,
watch the?
Iraq people are veterans, would still play like video games. They're like still in that age bracket.
Right, like there's still like a whole like Middle East people are still gonna like buy the game. And
Yeah.
like, that market just like fuck you, I'm not buying this.
yeah.
I remember being a kid when when Modern Warfare came out. That one of my neighbor's brother was in Iraq, or no, my neighbor's like cousin was in Iraq, and he came over and he was like playing with us. Whatever, it was me and like his kid. We were playing Call of Duty, and he sits down and he starts telling us like, because that one's in like Iraq or Afghanistan or whatever, and he's like, yeah, this is like similar, or like my neighbor Mark was asking him shit, and I go, you were in this? And he goes, well, not but like, something, so, I was in Iraq, blah, blah, blah. And I go, did you kill anybody? And he goes, we don't talk about that. And I go, well, all right. I'm 15-0.
Hey, they hiring?
That is always my favorite answer. Like, yeah, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Which I'm sure it is difficult, but
so you killed some motherfuckers.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it.
So it's like,
I get
okay,
it.
I get it.
Just wanna
Yeah.
Put that in the back of your mind. But
Or-
I'm gonna keep asking.
Or they didn't and they want to sound like they did.
That I feel like then you could just talk to him a little bit. So like, so what was your job? Well, I was the janitor at
I
the
was
ship.
the cook.
I cut everyone's hair.
I poisoned a man accidentally. I didn't cook the eggs thoroughly enough.
George's dad.
Yeah.
Took out a whole platoon of our boys.
I haven't seen an episode with him in a while, unfortunately.
I fucking love that man.
The mom is so good.
Oh my god, fucking perfect.
Do you know the episode of Seinfeld?
No.
Well, you know, if you'd let me finish. The episode of Sunny where they do the Seinfeld, where they're all standing by the window watching, and then Charlie comes in. He's like, "I'm out." They're all dressed up. They're in like the Seinfeld apartment.
It's like one of the newer ones, I think.
I haven't seen that one.
Well, I watched that Seinfeld the other day. The whole episode is a competition to see who can go the longest without jerking off.
Really?
Yeah. Sick,
A
right?
naked
That's
lady
great.
across the street, and like you can see
Yeah,
it from the window.
She was
so
walking
it's-
around naked, so it's
Yeah.
driving him nuts. But George, the whole thing gets kicked off because George goes home to like give his parents' car back to him, and he sees a magazine, and the house is empty, so he goes to jerk off real quick, and his mom comes home like from grocery shopping and accidentally walks in on him, and like faints, so she falls and hurts herself. So he's got to go visit her in the hospital while this bed is going on, and then on the other side of the curtain in the room, this hot nurse is giving this hot patient a sponge bath, and you can see like the shadows, and they're like, she's like, oh, it just feels so good. And he's got to listen to like his overly Jewish mother be like, I just don't understand. You should go see a psychiatrist. I don't understand. Bro, that was the line I wanted to say. She goes, I come home at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and my son is treating his body like an amusement park. Is that not a fucking gold line? I forgot about that one, man.
That's funny.
It's a great show.
Oh.
It's fucking beautiful.
It's the top tier.
I haven't seen it.
It's Sunny. It's what Sunny's doing,
But better.
but modern.
I appreciated that little homage to him.
Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, you should watch that episode.
Yeah. And then watch Seinfeld.
That episode.
Binge all of Seinfeld.
That'd be rad. I feel like you'd have an easier time with Curb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't do that first season.
Yeah.
Jump in about season 3.
You could do 3. You could possibly get away with 2, but I feel like 3 is definitely safe.
Does 2 have Crazy Eyes?
I can't remember.
I feel like Crazy Eyes is pretty early on. You don't want to skip that one.
Oh.
Crazy Ass Killer.
Shit, motherfucker. Man, I wish a motherfucker would. About to call this one?
Yeah, because we got to switch the thingy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chop it up.
Shop.
All right, motherfuckers. Episode what?
34.
Episode 34. You know how it is. We're enjoying ourselves. Back again. We're back in the next one. That obviously won't be recorded directly.
See you in a week.
See you in a week, fuckers. Hey, YouTube, TikTok, normal bullshit. Check it out. You fuckers take care.
Yes.